Stairs, and then like towards the front of the street is like where the big space is.
Yeah.
But then there is a spot
okay,
like
yeah. Would you like a little more water over here?
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
That pizza was actually so good, like genuinely divine. I don't know what I was expecting, but I wasn't expecting it to be that good. I'm putting it away for now because I got a lamb pita sandwich as well, which I really, really want. I'm really, really craving some protein and specifically lamb. And I love Mediterranean food, and so obviously the pita has that, and so I'm waiting for that. But this pizza is so good. I only really wanted to have one slice, and I had two, so yeah. Could I get? Oh my god! That is what I thought I was saying. I'm so sorry.
Want to do dessert? Of course, I'll be back here in the truck. Of course. Thank you. Of course. Where are they?
I think there's something strangely beautiful, stunning, and soothing about the rain and intense rainstorms. I'm feeling really fatigued right now, and there is just something so cozy about taking a nap when it's raining.
Now gonna drive to my cousin's house, which they live a couple towns over. So I'm excited to go to Julia and Brianna's house. Brianna's in high school, so
Do you guys see that? This is supposed to just be bleach and water. What is causing it to react like that? It's 4:15 in the morning. This is going to be incredibly ironic because what I'm going to say is that whenever I edit my videos, I always feel like I get irritated by clips of me just like rambling on and on and on. But this is me rambling on and on and on. I can't sleep for the life of me. I just can't sleep. And I've exercised so many avenues of entertainment that normally keep me occupied, and none of them are working tonight. So we're pulling out the big kahunas, which is making videos, editing videos. I feel like I'm not good at it, but I find a lot of enjoyment in doing it. So I'm gonna do it. And even if it's annoying to myself, editing me, and it's annoying to the viewer, I don't care because I deserve to take up space and voice my thoughts and opinions. And anyway, I need to stop wearing this sweatshirt. Like, I actually need to get rid of it. It's so cozy, but like, I don't want to like, anyway, whatever. What was I gonna say? I've signed up to take film classes. Well, one is like an intro to film class, and the other is like a visual storytelling class. Like, I know I'm someone who really, really loves and values aesthetics, but I guess I'm not so great at like storytelling via aesthetics and visuals. I just like and can identify compelling visuals in a frozen moment of time, but I have difficulty like extending that out. And then I've just never taken any sort of film class before, any like modern media class, to be quite frank. I've never taken a photography class. I've never taken a film class. I've never done anything like that. And I'm starting next week and I'm pretty excited. Yeah, I just feel like I love making videos and editing videos, but I feel like there's just something that's just like not there. Like when I paint or draw, I feel like I know what I like and I don't like, and I know where I can improve, and I at least have an idea of like how to improve or where I can find resources that'll give me the information in regards to how I want to improve. But like, I consume a ton of YouTube videos and K-dramas, C-dramas, American TV shows, American movies, but like, for some reason, something's just like not clicking, and so I'm hoping that these classes will help. And then my final comment is that I find it so annoying that I can't play my Spotify music in these videos, because I really, really love music. I really love listening to music. And I want to talk about the music that I'm listening to and the artists that I'm discovering, because it's so exciting and so important to me. But I simply cannot, because then I'm gonna get tons of strikes left and right and up the wazoo. And like, even though my channel isn't monetizable right now, it still gives me so many headaches. So I can't play the songs for you, but I guess I can talk about them. Maybe I'll do like a whole separate video on that, just talking about music that I've discovered and liked, because some of them aren't so popular. But I can talk about, I want to talk about Petal by Ariana Grande and Music, Fashion, and Film by Charlie XCX. Both are albums that I love. Both albums that I feel like came to me at just the right time, in almost like a spiritual way. I was talking to my friend about this, but I feel like sometimes the right book comes into your life at the right exact moment you need it, in like a very cosmic spiritual way. And music is like that for me as well. Eternal Sunshine, I think when it came out, actually Brat and Eternal Sunshine have a very parallel story in my musical canon. They came out, and I probably listened to these albums once when they came out, but they didn't like strike that emotional chord within me until like a year after release. I like, for whatever reason, almost like rediscovered these albums, and they meant so much to me, to the point where both of these albums, Eternal Sunshine and Brat, bring me to tears, which is objectively hilarious for Brat, because it's like I'm like crying to like club classics, and Girl So Confusing makes me cry. Sympathy Is a Knife makes me cry. 365 doesn't make me cry, but great song. Just the whole album, Brat album, is phenomenal. And I think Charlie XCX, it's so satisfying to see Charlie XCX see like her get the recognition she I feel like deserves. And it's ironic because now that she's big, I've been like rediscovering her older discography, and I love her older discography. But I'm not going to sit here and pretend that I'm like a day one Charlie XCX stan. That's not true. That's objectively not true. And I'm not going to lie about that. But I do love her music now. And as someone who would identify as a creative person, as an artist in my own right, different mediums, but I think so much of Charlie's music is about the artistic process, especially music, fashion, and film. And as someone who loves to create and feels so deeply about creation, her music just means so much to me. And I've been listening to all of the interviews and whatnot, and it's like she's like a subconscious voice in my mind. Like, she says things that like I have thought privately to myself about the process of creation, that I'm just like, I get it. And like, how are you literally a real person? Like, such a celebrity, such a star, such like a someone. And like, you know exactly how I feel. It like kind of gives me a lot of hope, especially because I don't really know the direction that I'm going in. I don't think I'm a musician, and I'm not trying to be a musician. That's just, I love music so much. I'm such a hardcore consumer of music, but I have no talent and no generative creativity when it comes to music specifically. And I kind of think there's something very beautiful in that. This is one artistic medium and art form that for me is solely for receiving and consuming and inspiration. It's sacred to me in that it's one musical medium that I know I'm not going to try and like get involved in and create in. It's purely for me to receive and consume and get inspiration from. And I think that is kind of beautiful in its own way. My mother put me in classical piano lessons for 13 years, and I never took to it. I never picked it up. And, you know, when I create paintings or drawings or visual things, sometimes I look at these things that I've created and I feel genuine like awe and like this like unmatchable high when I see these things that I've created, and they're usually in visual mediums or textural mediums. And I've tried so many artistic mediums: painting, drawing, video editing, sewing, and knitting. These are all things that I enjoy. Fashion styling. When I sing and I listen to myself back singing, it's the opposite reaction. I'm actually quite shocked at how horrible I am. Like, I don't think I'm like the worst singer ever. And then I listen to myself like singing along to an artist I really enjoy at a concert, and oh my God, I'm horrified. It's so bad. It's so bad. So I know I'm an artist, and I know I'm meant to be an artist. It's just not in music. But as a very like infantile artist relative to someone like Charlie XCX or Ariana Grande, this is like, you know, I do feel that insecurity and honestly just like curiosity for where my artistic journey will take